get slaughtered when it comes home because it's a little orange horse and we don't want another Avalon. There's an entire fucking story to that. You guys are welcome to ask about it if you want. But, yeah. We try not to recreate Avalon if we can. I assumed that if any other color horse was also called Avalon, it could recreate the same problem I had. But that's a problem for later, if that happens. You got food, you got medicine. You guys have the penoxycyllin I gifted yous. I gave them penoxycyllin as a gift, and they're out here peddling it to everybody. I haven't loaded up my gear yet, but I have got statues, and I know they're not going in the caravan. So, give you guys those, and maybe you guys can have some of the pillars. I don't have much to give them, but I get a little bit of medicine, I get a tiny bit of food. I like the cloth being like green because that's not the color I've fucking got. Anyway, accept that. Alright. Got all these like guinea pigs down here. I'm just like looking at them. I'm like, I've got like 4 in this area. I've also got 2 baby thrombos and like a few adults and shit. Now you guys are inside. I'm gonna drop everything. They're actually really close to storage and shit, so this isn't the worst spot. I could have waited till they got a bit higher up and then dropped everything, but my panther fleet's like out here going to sleep. The other thing too is as I get more sheep wool, they will continue to make more animal beds, which means my panthers and cats will slowly get more and more beds, proper beds. But yeah, when we eventually stop doing the floors again being the word there, my panthers will be free to haul extra food and stuff in. Either way, they're getting like substantial training in it. I have so many now. I don't think any of them are new. I don't see any new names. Remington though, that's a new thrombo. That's a new one. That's a very fancy name. I feel like Byron's also new. I feel like Byron has been named since birth, basically. And somebody bonded the shit out of that fucking thrombo though. Remington, I feel like he got a raw deal. It took several years for somebody to bond with him. Cause like his name is new. How is this moving around? Got all my chickens are still doing good, all my ducks are still doing good. I have quite a lot of males in there actually, hold on. I've got 78 chickens. 77 sheep, 73 cows, 73 ducks. God, they're higher numbers. I was expecting like 60s, not 70s. They're not even maxed out. Oh, because all the male young ones exist. Okay, when they all hit adulthood, they'll all get culled, so they'll be fine. It'll pan out. Dromedaries, I don't have many at home. When they come home, we should get a lot of meat. But in the meantime, it sounds like many of my animals, once they reach adulthood, we're going to get an influx of meat. Also, Mega Scarab having a tantrum right now, insulting spree. Not the best. He'll probably get his ass handed to him and stuff, but it means that Viper can't currently load the caravan. How is that going for the animals? There are two animals that are not currently in that caravan. Okay, that's not the worst. Once they get those last 2 animals in that caravan, it looks like somebody culled a couple of muffaloes by the look of it, because we didn't hunt those. So, yeah. Big chunks of meat, I guess. I also need somebody that's willing to stay in here and clean more often than not. I think my panthers are dirtying up the place, to be fair. When you're done slaughtering that orange horse. Could you clean the workshop? I know you're probably gonna like go and cook shit, but that would actually be really useful too. So we've still got about the same amount of tattered apparel. I'm still waiting for people to come home so that I can bring home the extra like leathers and stuff. I'm hoping that this area has some like animals to hunt. Realistically, what do we got? You're still coming home, but it's night time, so they can't move. Same, this one will be there in like a day, but it can't currently move. So that should be a hell of a battle. I'm hoping that they actually do have like, in a way, I sort of hope for a turret, because turret means metal. It also means maybe slightly more advanced people to fight. But if not, if it's still a primitive group, I've got 47 people versus like the 21 I'm supposed to fight for. I'm gonna fucking murder them. I have so many animals, and I just realized I have a flock of fucking chickens just hatched here. I guess I had a pack of eggs sitting out in here. Which, by the way, I actually went out and like, I was actually going to get like eggs for food the other day for something. And I have seen like the recent prices. Like, I've heard the stories. I've heard everybody talking about like how much stuff costs and shit. So like, I'm not completely desensitized to it. But seeing it myself, like there was like a 6-pack of eggs for like $8 and I'm like, sweet Jesus. Like, that's a hell of a fucking cost. That's like most of my food budget for like feeding me for a week. Mind you, you could technically have like 1 egg a day. You just have like 1 day without food, but that's just like, that's a little too little, you know. I forgot to put heaters in here. If I put heaters in there, it means I didn't put coolers in there. Yeah. It's a little bit warm around the place. I don't think I have any heaters on. Alright. No, it looks like it's a pretty good temperature, except for in here looks like it's cold as hell. What is this set to? 5. 5 might be like a tiny bit too fucking cold for, you know, the prison. Can we reset that? And let's... I would say 11 degrees would be substantially cold enough in a prison and hospital compared to 16, 20 degrees outside. It was set to like -5. This should bring it up a little bit. That side wasn't as bad as this, but that's because there's a person in it. Yeah. Gotta be careful of that. But yeah, if they finish the doors, they are. My only problem is that I have much of a caravan roped up here. And I know, crowds up here unroping them. Milking cows. No, he's not doing shit. Okay. Well, this is going to suck because my caravan's going to have to repack itself. Right, hold on. I don't know if it's cancel or if it's undo. I think it's construct. Alright, off yous go. Oh, I'm hitting extra shit in here. I didn't realize there was stuff there, and there's something here I hit. Yeah, that. And we have animal plague. Your animals are sick from it. Medical bed, make sure they have proper treatment. Wait, Von the street rat? That's not an animal. Fucking hell. Mate, you're fine. I love this game. It's like your street rat is sick. It's like, okay. I also didn't realize that that stayed there. It looks like that's mostly cows. I think we had that kind of like there somewhere. Well, let's get you guys released. They're gonna just mow through this, by the way. Look at them going. They're just absolutely going for all the food. Which, fine, I could have waited longer, but they are all starving. I don't want them to die. I should have like a cluster of eggs up here, to be fair. Okay. Well, once they're kind of out of the area, I'll put caravan spots back. I still don't mind there being a caravan spot about here. I think it's actually supposed to be there. But, yeah, it kind of just spreads them out a tiny bit. The only problem with this one up here is they can't get into here if somebody leaves the door open. Anything I don't like about it. But apart from that, I do try to spread them out a bit. Can't quite tell where this was, like there somewhere. Guessing there. Alright, that's 2. Let's do 4 caravan hitching spots. Those 2 are very close together though, but I don't greatly love that. Let's get rid of that then. And let's get... I don't really want it to be right in front of that door, but that might be... It's pretty far away from shit. I could put it like here. That's not too close. Where's the line there? Let's put about there. Alright, so I should have like a shit ton of eggs here. The only good thing about this was that if any of them are unfertile, they would have been getting taken straight in for panthers and crap, so that is nice. But yeah, these guys are just going fucking nuts. After they eat, they'll probably race back down to their bed and shit. Show where those guys are going. But yeah, I guess they're up here in the strawberries and they're going to eat the rice that's down the paddock. Not the greatest thing, but they would have eaten this anyway, whether or not they were free to run around. Now, who's upset? Farrell. Why? What's going on, mate? You're frail. Your right leg's got a bite scar in it. How's your mobility? Because I know it's mostly your back. I'm kind of taking away his life privileges slowly. I'll let you kind of like slow burn your death. I think that's okay. The other thing too is I haven't ever had a colonist die of natural causes or old age. Like I haven't had somebody get like a birthday happen and then be like, oh, colonists had a birthday, they died. Like I haven't had that. I know they just get like hearing loss or bad back or whatever, you know. Alright. Well, after all the animals finish eating, somebody will have to go and pick up the animals and put them back into the caravan, which does suck. I did add a third person to that caravan. Honestly, I have enough that it could do more. And they haven't packed up anything, luckily, because they didn't have all the animals roped up, which was good. So, the only other person I thought about putting in there was Ray. Because she does, like, shooting. She doesn't do too much else. There's Nitro. There we go. Let me click on fucking Nitro. Yeah, he's our first ever person that joined my colony. He landed in a drop pod. Don't know if somebody threw him at us or if he just landed. But yeah. He's actually the first person we got, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I'd recreate Nitro again. I thought he was interesting though. He's now like gotten to a point where he does a lot of crafting, intellectual stuff, shooting, stuff like that. Steadfast and aesthetic hasn't really been a huge issue. I don't have problems with him. He's still got all of his medical privileges. He just can't do his own self-tending. Like, what is aesthetic? Forsaken physical comforts, enjoyments in favor of simple, pure lifestyle. He'll become unhappy if his bedroom is too impressive. He also dislikes fancy food and prefers to eat raw. He never judges others by their appearance. See, I should set up Nitro to be the caravan leader to the 4th location, realistically. Nitro is mentally tough, won't break down under stress. That would crack most people. Mental break threshold is -9%. I've seen Steadfast because I've read his shit before, but I don't think I've ever retained what that sentence actually means. And I'm sitting here like having to think about it like, oh yeah, that's what that is. I'm like, I don't know. Guys, keep cleaning in there. There's more in there to clean, but it's fine. I would like my caravan of like 3 people to go out and, you know, go trade. But unfortunately, Mega Scarab is still busy insulting people. Actually, if they're going to go trade, I don't have somebody in there that can do trading, do I? No. I could shove Lavia in it. That would give me an extra person. You're in the caravan now too. By the way, they have like 78 days of food, so adding like 2 extra people is not a problem. Right, but Yeah, that'd be fine. I didn't even think about a trader. I don't usually like logic that stuff. At least until they like arrive and then want to trade something, and then they're like, your negotiator is shit at this, and I'm like, fantastic, I've made a mistake. These two should be off, or at least are they cremating the dead animals? Yes. Okay, well that's fine, they can stay on then. And the reason why I've got it staying on is because I do have caravans coming back with loads of like dead animals and stuff, and I want them to be able to cremate something if it's available to cremate. What have you got on you? You're not in the caravan. What have you got on you? You've got gold and a doe. That might be rotted. So I didn't get that off you sooner. It's still technically fresh, but it's got 13 hours. Valmate, can I get you to just... Holy mega soft stuff now. Now, I'll let somebody come and collect it. It'll either go get butchered or it won't. It'll be fine. Alright. Well, it's time to select a couple more people for operations. Snake looks like he's had surgery. Oh, he's had his arm cut off. Okay, let's get you a new left arm. Your left arm. I do have a spine laying around, but like I would know if somebody needs a spine because they'd be broken on the ground. Also, are you seriously insulting fucking Grasshopper? Are you a fucking nutbag? I'm not worried about Grasshopper's melee. I'm worried about the fact that Grasshopper can go berserk. Yeah, that's not great. Like, if he goes berserk in this area and I can't, like, pause the game and get to him fast enough, he'll get shot dead. That's what I'm thinking. Which, I mean, he is slowly on the death list, but he is also our main cook. And he is also, like, one of our medics. One of our good medics, too. Actually, one of the ones that has, like, one of the best fucking survival patient ratio. Surprisingly. Considering how many colonists he's actually killed. He's actually got a really high, like, medical skill for it. I also like how all my people are out here doing some planting. I always love seeing, like, the fleet of people out here. Extreme break risk is that, you. Okay, well, if you're out of the thing, how's the animals? They're, like, everywhere, unfortunately. So hopefully they'll go rope them back up. Now that they've got the hint to go do that. I do have meat in here, so somebody's been peeling some muffaloes, which is nice. Look at all that meat. That's not all one type of meat. There's muffalo, panther, that was clearly cat. It's muffalo. Okay, so we've got like a bit of a mixed bag variety of meats in here. They're doing pretty good. We have a lot of medicine. We have a lot of packaged survival meals, a lot of simple meals going, a fair bit of pemmican, kibble. We've got like 900 kibble, we've got 2,800 pemmican, 3,000 medical, 400 actual like industrial medicine. The rice is still hanging around that 9,000 or so. The berries and potatoes fluctuating, but the rice is holding. And we've still got like 21,000 wood. We've got a lot of wood, which is great because a lot of things in my base are fueled. Like a good number of things in here are fueled. When it hits winter, we go through wood like it's nothing. On top of that, having wood means all my fueled stoves could be running at the same time as my electric stoves. I also then have wood to potentially like barter with and stuff. So I like having a lot of wood in my base. The only problem is that I have a lot of animals that eat the wood and I have a lot of people that aren't interested in coming out here and harvesting. Like these berries have been marked up for like fuck knows how long. But nobody's coming out here to cut these and get the berries off them in the same way as I have all these trees. Like I don't have them set up to harvest at the moment, but there's no point. My people won't walk out here unless I manually tell them to. And like I will get like clusters of stuff, but yeah, that's about it. Alright, well my group must be almost there. Yep. Alright, hold on. Let me save that before you guys arrive, just in case Kimmy decides to fucking leave us. She'll do that. Don't you fucking worry about it. Mind you, it's a couple of days past where her mental break was. My caravan do look like they're substantially happier. They've all rested. They've all eaten. Probably none of them have recreation time. Like, how you doing, dinosaur? You were somebody that left as soon as you arrived last time. What's your thought process? Anything? Nothing? Nothing's going on? I guess it doesn't really tell me too much what it's going to do. Actually, if I can have a look at that, let me go have a look at grasshoppers, like, kill ratio. Oh, my caravan's arrived. I want to see how many people you have killed. You've been with us for 14 years. You've spent 16 days as a prisoner, so basically an entire season. Spent a good amount of time in bed for medical reasons. Let's see, where is like your, I guess kills human-like? Does it say kills human honest? Enemies down to 4. You haven't apparently killed any humans. You have killed 5 animals. I could bullshit on that, but then again, I don't know. Alright, none of that. Alright, let's go to the encampment. We have different names. Some are still here. I think we get partridge like everywhere. Such a neat. You're a medical though. Medical and plants. You're not bad. I could take partridge. Shark, no. No. Crafting. What else we got here? You have a conflicting amount of, like, passions, mate. You're also a fast walker, but lazy. I don't want that one. That one can burn. We'll leave him on fire if he catches it. That's not a good colonist mix. Chemical fascination. Now, I accidentally took a chemical fascination last time. I did not mean to. I have been avoiding it. But it happened. And that does happen. So everybody else is currently inside. There should be 21 people here. The only person I'm interested in is Partridge, but like barely. He's 12 medical. He could be extremely medical in my base. But we're in the top this time. Well, you know what? We've got about 20 people that could go down the bottom of the map. How about we grab you lot? I got some good gunners down here. You guys go straight down. Save that and I'll move the other group down in a second. I'd much rather have my actual gunner group here instead of just, you know, my miners. I probably could have done it. I would have taken extreme damages. I would have definitely lost some people. But I also would have lost the best mining group that I had. That would have been a problem. And also my gunners that I sent out would have been perfectly useless. So my only problem I've got is I've got like this like wary little like area here. I want you guys to kind of move through. I don't want them to start shooting yet, so I do want them to kind of hang back a little bit. Who else is coming out? Because these two are getting really close up here. They might start a fight. I think you were the group that were all outside before. There's one called Muffalo. That's tempting. Hell are you going, mate? Oh. Some of these guys are like really running. There's a salamander, undergrounder. Is that a second? Hold on. No, that's not a burrow. That's a brocker. Yeah, I don't see any specifically amazing names except for like Muffalo here. Kind of like that. Partridge is realistically the only other one that's like questionably good, but you don't really have skills. You could learn cooking. And in my colony, you could fucking learn cooking, alright? But yeah, the only person I'm mildly interested in is Partridge, and honestly, I think I'm going to take this as a no prisoner situation, unless somebody is downed and I could take them. In which case, maybe I would. Distant gold, huh? Alright, well, hold on. First up, this group at the back here. I need you guys to kind of keep coming down. My caravan's arrived at Dryden. I'll have to wait till they go inside to deal with that. Where's the gold? No, it's not too far away. Okay. Well, we could definitely deal with that. After this, I'll have to split up my colony thing to go do that. My caravan, I mean. Fucking hell. Imagine splitting up my colony just to go mining. Which I kind of already do. But, yeah, kind of happy that there's no, like, special names in here. Mate, why are you starting this battle? I mean, this is fine. I could definitely take this battle from where it is, but I've got a lot more, like, close to the top than I do the bottom. You three can probably come in where you are. I don't know how well they'll shoot from there, but Mo, if you want to go up and you two want to go down. I guess we're starting. The only problem is that, like, I'm closer to the bottom half, I think. Although this group, we'll see. I don't want you guys to bunch up like that. Senma, Corpsey, you guys move over a little bit. That includes you, Seahorse. Purdy, you lot move down here. Not that that's going to help me, but Ocelot can get out from behind there. Okay, the bottom group's kind of dead. That's the top group. They're kind of also pretty dead. Alright, what I want is you lot to go over here. And same with you lot at the bottom. You guys move over that way. You lot go that way. Don't go upwards, you fucking... Go sideways. Alright. Battle's over. Shark's running at the back. Who's down? What are you? You are... kind of terrible. That looks like the only person that's... Oh no, there's one there. Industrious chemical interest, Nibble. Unfortunately, I'm not here for a chemical interest. So, if they're going to run downwards, that's perfectly fine, but I think a good number of them are going to go backwards. If you guys could go to about here. You guys, I want the back row of this to move up. I think they'll mostly go down. Shark's obviously going to go out the back. We're good for that. Oh wait, Muffalo was there. Oh well. Really? Whale? And Drooly's gone berserk. Yeah, no, hold on. We do not want a berserking fucking Thumbo rampaging in my fucking base. Drooly is an original and he will absolutely get fucking murdered by my turrets. I'm trying to keep some of the original animals alive. Obviously, it's not quite possible in every case, especially the ones where people are bonded to them and shit. But I wanted Whale to die a long time ago. I can't kill her because she's fucking bonded to, I think, more than one Thrumbo, to be fair. Now, you lot were able to hit them, so how about you guys keep moving over? I think Hummingbird can reach from there, that's the problem. If Carbon comes down enough, they'll reach. Mo, you lot, just move forwards. Now this lot, I do actually want some of yours. Why are you guys shooting? Alright, hold on. You guys need to move up. That's the case. Try not to kill Whale this time with a back headshot. You guys can move to about here somewhere. Yeah, I forgot that Muffalo was in here. Muffalo's like the only one that I'm mildly interested in just because, like, name. Everybody else is like, meh. You lot, though. Can I get you guys to stay where you are? Start shooting. Same with, like, you two. Just start shooting. You're a great shot and stuff, just like Mal and Chalky and all that, but I need you guys to move over. Mai's gonna get her ass handed to her. Tadashi, mate, you guys just stop where you are. I'm not worried about the bottom crew, I'm really not. Anything I want from them is I want them to move over a bit. And Mo to come in a bit more. Marla. Sorry. Let's move over. Okay, well, some of them are running backwards, some of them are coming downwards, a lot of them are mostly going back. Oh, they're running into my group. Well, that's a very fast way to die. These two are actually getting out of here on this side, which is amazing. I probably could have, like, shot them dead. Who have we got this time? You are super